today's digital age, staying ahead of the curve is crucial for success. Taraba Business School is committed to empowering the next generation of leaders with the skills they need to thrive. We present you our special computer training exclusively designed for SS3 and JSS3 graduates. Our comprehensive program covers a wide range of topics, including Microsoft Word, master the art of document creation and editing, unlock the power of data analysis and visualization, Microsoft Access, learn to manage and analyze database, Microsoft PowerPoint, create stunning presentations that captivate audiences, graphic design using CorelDRAW, unleash your creativity and design skills, Photoshop, enhance your image editing skills and create stunning visuals, programming using web design, build dynamic websites and web applications, database development, learn to design and manage databases, UI/UX design, create user-friendly and intuitive interfaces. At the Taraba Business School, we believe in creating world-class entrepreneurs and professionals. Our experienced instructors will guide you every step of the way, providing you with hands-on training and mentorship. Don't miss this opportunity to gain a competitive edge. Contact us today to learn more about our program and register for the next session. Call 080-6026-9140, 070-6342-8464 or 090-1010-8844 between 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Mondays to Fridays. Taraba Business School, creating world-class entrepreneurs and professionals. Join us today and unlock your full potential. Taraba Business School, opposite Civil Service Commission, Hamarua Way, Jalingo, Taraba State. Empower yourself with the skills of the future. Register now.
Are you stuck in Jalingo late at night? Need a safe and reliable ride fast? Introducing Supercab, Jalingo's trusted ride-hailing service from anywhere in the city. We will pick you up right at your doorstep. Book a ride in seconds. Safe, fast and affordable. Visit www.supercab.com.ng or download the Supercab app today. Supercab, your ride your way.
Hello and welcome to News Hour on Sun TV, your reliable window into the pulse of the nation. Stay engaged with us on Facebook at Sun TV and catch every live moment on YouTube at Sun TV Live. And now here are the top stories making headlines. Taraba SEMA conducts post-flood assessment to sensitize residents, and the Yangdang youth accuses Lao chairman of disruption and seeks the governor's intervention. State of high alert as Adamawa flood death toll rises. And Tinubu $21 billion loan debt trapped for Nigeria, said the ADC. Moving on to the party, APC defends Yilwatat amidst fierce opposition over INEC ties. My name is Mercy Jeru, and now the news in full. The Taraba State Emergency Management Agency has launched a proactive campaign to assess the impact of recent heavy rainfalls and educate residents on flood prevention measures. The agency conducted a thorough assessment of flood-prone areas and engaged with communities to provide critical guidance on mitigating the effects of flooding. ASEMA emphasized the importance of maintaining clear drainage systems and warned against dumping refuges or obstructing natural waterways, which can significantly distribute to flooding. The agency's public awareness campaigns will continue across flood-vulnerable areas in Taraba State, empowering residents to build resilient communities and mitigate the impact of future floods. The effort underscores the state government's commitment to disaster response under the leadership of Governor Dr. Abu Kefas. The vice chairman of Jalingo local government area, Mr. Nathaniel Peter Nanting, commended SEMA's efforts and also appealed to residents to heed to their advices, stressing the importance of collective action, environmental sensitization, and proper waste disposal in preventing flood. The Yangdang Youth Development Congress has accused Honorable Nigeria Jatu, the executive chairman of Lao local government area of the state, deliberately undermining the Sanwi chiefdom and frustrating community development initiative in Yangdang land. The group alleged that the chairman's action serves the interests of self-politicians and claimed that he has marginalized Yangdang youth in his administration. The YYDC claimed that the chairman abruptly halted a planned turbaning ceremony for distinguished individuals in the Sanwi chiefdom, citing a letter allegedly from the Bureau for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs. The group accused the chairman of hypocrisy, pointing out that he recently accepted a traditional title from the chief of Lao, despite claiming that the ceremony was prohibited. The YDC alleged that the chairman has frustrated community-led initiative, including an effort to establish a police outpost in Diadang Rohibi. The group has appealed to Governor Dr. Abu Keifas to intervene and also address the alleged marginalization and cultural suppression of the Yangdang people. They urge members to remain calm and law-abiding while expressing disappointment and apologies to the organizers and dignitaries who were to be honored. The YYDC also emphasized the historic loyalty and support of the Yangdang people to the People's Democratic Party and successive governors of Taraba State, including their pivotal role in the 2023 general election. They seek the governor's attention to address the injustice being meted out to the Yangdang people. Still on parties, the African Democratic Congress, ADC, has condemned President Bola Tinubu's administration for the fiscal vandalism following the National Assembly approval of an additional $21 billion in foreign loans. The party warned that this borrowing spree could drive Nigeria's public debt beyond 200 trillion naira by the end of 2025 without any visible economic gains. The Tinubu administration has borrowed 49.8 trillion naira annually, over 10 times more than the Buhari administration's in 4.7 trillion naira annual borrowing. Nigeria's total public debt may exceed 200 trillion naira by the end of 2025, with a devastating impact on small businesses and investors. The ADC questioned the utilization of previous loans, citing poor infrastructures, underfunding universities, and inadequate healthcare facilities. The party demands full disclosure of all loans agreements signed since 2015, including terms, interest rates, and payment timeline. The ADC urged President Tinubu to end fiscal recklessness and focus on meaningful economic reforms, investing wisely and spending responsibly. A devastating flood swept through parts of Adamawa State on Sunday, leaving dozens missing and hundreds displaced. The disaster has triggered widespread emergency response efforts nationwide, with other states scrambling to avert a similar catastrophe. The torrential rain began around 1 a.m. and intensified through the early hours, causing homes in Shagari and Sabon Pegi areas of the state to collapse as flood water surged through streets into the buildings. Over 600 houses were washed away, with many families still searching for missing loved ones. Reports indicate that the last 8 people have been found dead, with two children swept away in Sabon Pegi and 6 bodies recovered from Ibinu Abbas community. The Adamawa State Police Command deployed operatives to affected areas to search and rescue victims, according to the police public relations officer, SP Suleiman Nogurji. The Adamawa State Police Command operative deployed to the affected areas are still searching and rescuing the victims of the flooding. As law enforcement officers, we stand with full strength and solidarity with the affected communities during these difficult times. Several states, including Anambra, Sokoto, Edo, Ogun, and Bayelsa, have begun activating flood preparedness measures. These measures include clearing drainage channels, inspecting dam conditions, and ramping up public awareness campaigns. The Anambra State constituted a committee headed by the Deputy Governor to strategize and put measures in place ahead of the flood season. In Edo State, desolating drains and water passage to reduce the effects of flooding and set up camps to relocate residents in high flood-prone areas. Also in Bayelsa State, prepared buffers against anticipated flooding by clearing natural water channels in Yanagwa and other areas. Also in Ogun State, began a statewide sensitization campaign to avert flooding, urging residents to take proactive measures and clear blocked drainages. Including Sokoto State conducted joint impact assessments with NEMA in worst-hit local government areas, providing temporary shelters for displaced families. The All Progressive Congress has defended the appointment of Professor Niwate Yilwatda as its new national chairman amidst opposition concerns over his previous role as the resident electoral commissioner with the Independent National Electoral Commission. The People's Democratic Party and the coalition of the United Political Parties have expressed concerns that Yilwatda's appointment could compromise INEC's independence ahead of the 2027 general election. The PDP's Duran Oyedemi stated that Yilwatda's appointment has again exposed who Professor Yilwatda is. He has APC DNA, which raises serious concerns about his neutrality in his previous assignments. However, the APC Director of Publicity, Bala Ibrahim, dismissed the opposition's fears, saying that Yilwatda's appointment does not confer due advantage on the ruling party. As INEC records, political parties not engaging former INEC staff as advisors or consultants to work for them. There is nothing wrong with someone who worked somewhere before working for a political party. In a related development, the Young Progressive Party took a different stance, emphasizing the need for electoral law reforms rather than focusing on individual appointments. The party's National Publicity Secretary, Wale Martins, stated that the credibility of our democratic process cannot highly sludge on individuals or their past affirmations, but must be built on strong, transparent, and enforcement electoral framework. The Dangote Petroleum Refinery has adopted to use Angola's fleet for the shipment of its crude and refined products, displacing Nigerian ship owners. The president of the African Ship Owners Association in Nigeria, Ladi Olubowale, attributed these decisions to lack of local vessels with sufficient capacity. Nigerian ship owners lack vessels with the necessary capacity, such as Supermax, Suezmax, or Aframax vessels. Nigeria is losing out on crucial segments of the logistics value chain and potential revenue. Olubowale emphasized the need for Nigeria to build its maritime capacity and also invest in strategic fleet development. The Dangote Group spokesperson Anthony Chineze stated that the company would work with ship owners that have the necessary capacity. However, a member of the Nigerian Indigenous Ship Owners Association, Edward Shohu, suggested that Dangote could arrange to use Nigerian-owned vessels in partnership with foreign owners if it desires. The Ohanaeze Ndigbo World Bar has condemned a bill in the Senate seeking to paternally elevate the Oni of Ife and Sultan of Sokoto as the exclusive co-chairman of the Traditional Rulers Council. The group argues that this move would be at the expense of apex traditional rulers from other ethnic nationalities and geopolitical divides. Ohanaeze Ndigbo Worldwide described the bill as inequitable, discriminatory, and ethnocentric. The group called for the urgent withdrawal of the bill and a review to ensure ethnic differences, cultural sensitivity, and geopolitical balance. Ohanaeze Ndigbo emphasized that the bill's withdrawal would foster national unity, peaceful coexistence, and social stability, do good health, longevity, and continued wisdom to lead APGA to a greater height. The kidnappers of 6 Nigerian law students have demanded a ransom of 20 million naira for each victim, totaling 120 million naira. The students were abducted in Benue State while traveling from Onitsha, Anambra State, to the Yola campus of the Nigerian Law School in Adamawa State. The incident occurred on Saturday along the route between Ukari in Taraba State and a part of Benue State. The kidnappers have established contact with relatives and colleagues of the victims to negotiate ransom payments. The Adamawa State Police Command is aware of the abduction and is collaborating with the Benue State Police Command to secure the safe return of the student. The student's abduction has sparked concerns and efforts are ongoing to secure the release. This is not the first time Nigerian law school students have been targeted by kidnappers, with a similar incident occurring in 2022. A bloody clash between an Amotekun operative and a soldier in Ijade, Ijesha, Osun State has resulted in the death of the operative, Samuel Tokwe, and a serious injury to another colleague. The incident occurred on Saturday when the soldier, identified as Finyi Folua Okwejobi, allegedly attacked the Ometokun men without provocation. The soldier, who was recently recruited into the Nigerian army, had been invited by the Ometokun for questioning over a robbery incident. He allegedly launched an unprovoked assault on the Ometokun operative, striking him on the head with a blunt object. The Osun State Police Command has launched an investigation into the matter, and the spokesperson, Abiodun Ojelabi, stated that the command is working to determine the circumstances surrounding the incident. The Osun State Ometokun Corps commander, Adekunle Omoleye, claimed that the soldier killed Tokwe without provocation, adding that the incident was reported to the Divisional Police Headquarters in Ijebu-Jesha and the military barrack in Ede. The investigation is ongoing to determine the fact of the incident and to bring the perpetrator to justice. In Akwa Ibom State, the police command has reported that a suspect armed robber was killed during a gun duel with police operative in the Mbokoro area. The incident occurred at about 2 a.m. on Saturday following a distress call to officers on route weekend night patrol. The police operative deployed to location engaged in a first gun battle with the suspect, leading to the death of the deceased. The police recovered a locally made pistol, an expended cartridge, and 2 live cartridges from the deceased suspect. The command has launched a comprehensive manhunt to apprehend the fleeing suspects and also recover any additional operational weapons. The National Drug Law Enforcement Agency has arrested a Chinese national, Liang Tangyu, with 50 persons of loud weighing 26.10 kg upon his arrival at the Murtala Mohammed Airport in Lagos State. Liang, who arrived in Nigeria from Bangkok via Dubai, was tracked by NDLA operative from his port of departure and arrested after passing through airport protocols. The NDLA also arrested an octagonarian, Grace Ekpe, in Calabar South with over 3 kg of skunked and recovered 101 kg of Canadian loud, factory from a container at the Apapa Seaport. The agency seized various quantities of drugs including tramadol, diazepam, and Exol 5 in different operations across the country. The NDLA continues to crack down on drug trafficking and abuse with several arrests and seizures made in recent operations. That concludes this impactful edition of News Hour brought to you by Sun TV. Although this segment ends here, our news coverage continues. Stay tuned with us for more in-depth reports and engaging content right here on Sun TV. Be sure to follow us on Facebook at Sun TV and subscribe to our YouTube channel on Sun TV Live for real-time updates, exclusive stories, and expert commentary. My name is Messenger, and thank you for watching. Until we meet again, stay safe, stay informed, and keep it locked down on Sun TV.